Hello and welcome to Inside Modular, the podcast of commercial modular construction brought to you by the Modular Building Institute. With a compact footprint, variety of unit options, and seamless system management, City Multi-Variable Refrigerant Flow Zoning Systems from Mitsubishi Electric Trane HVAC US are a one-stop solution for modular projects. With efficient operation and the ability to connect to commercial ventilation equipment, third-party systems, and comprehensive control solutions, City Multi VRF can help you meet energy and performance goals on your next project. From off-site development to on-site assembly, you can trust our manufacturer-level support to guide you from system selection to design to startup, no matter the application. To learn more about our offerings, visit MitsubishiPro.com. Welcome, everyone. My name is John McMullen, and I'm the Marketing Director here at MBI. Today, I'm talking with Brent Belanger and John Harding of CertainTeed Gobain. Brent and John are here to discuss the benefits of CertainTeed's products and share details about several of their new products. Brent and John, welcome.
Welcome, John. Thank you.
Hey, morning, John.
Tell me about yourself, Brent. What's your background and how did you end up with CertainTeed?
Well, thank you for the question and this opportunity, first of all, John. I'm Brent Belanger. I'm the Senior Technical Solutions Manager with CertainTeed Canada. I've actually been in the industry, the construction industry, working for several manufacturers across Canada for the past 35 plus years, 16 of which have been with CertainTeed. And I've had a number of roles with CertainTeed. As I said, currently I'm the Senior Technical Solutions Manager, and part of that part of my scope of duties, rather, is overseeing our offsite presence in Canada.
Very good. And John, tell me about yourself. What's your background?
Great. So I'm the business lead for offsite construction in the U.S. And I've kind of a different background than Brent, but I've been in the building and construction industry for roughly 15 years. Different systems and manufacturing software and different types of roles, strategy, marketing, business development. I've been with CertainTeed Gobain for roughly 2.5 years, part of the CertainTeed platforms team, which supports the CertainTeed businesses based outside of Boston. So one of the things we really focus on is, the solutions we can offer the offsite segment and modular now, and further, what problems are there in the offsite segment that we can really dig into and understand and help develop solutions to.
Well, very good. It sounds like you guys combined have a ton of experience. That's awesome. Brent, I was wondering if you could tell me more about CertainTeed itself. What kind of products do you guys provide, and how do they benefit the modular and offsite industries?
Yes, certainly, John. Well, let's start first by stating that CertainTeed is a part of the Gobain Corporation, and Gobain is a large global manufacturer of a variety of construction and building materials and high-performance products. And they've been around since the 60s, as in 1665. So
oh, wow.
They have, over 350 years of experience. In fact, interesting anecdote is that one of the very first projects that Gobain supplied was the Hall of Mirrors in the Palace of Versailles. So we may have listeners who've been there and have looked at that glasswork. That's a Gobain project, one of the very first ones. But here in North America, our division is known as CertainTeed. We have a variety of product lines, including gypsum and finishing products, ceiling products, and suspension systems, insulation for thermal applications and acoustical applications, and also roofing, shingles, and siding trims as well, and accessories. And certainly we're getting involved with the photovoltaic side of it when it comes to roofing. So a lot of interesting products and solutions that we've developed and introduced over the years.
That's quite a range and quite a history. That's amazing. I don't even want to say to that. So John, I know that you guys will be at MBI's World of Modular this year, and that this is your first time exhibiting. Is that right?
It will be, John. Yes. Uh-huh.
So what made you decide to come this year?
Hey, we're still looking at it from a crawl, walk, run process, and we're still kind of crawling, walking a little bit, and learning this industry and making sure we're asking the right questions. So in 2020, I actually missed the event with the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and is actually scheduled to attend, did not attend.
And we
But
barely made it out of that one.
exactly right. So I did go to the virtual one the year after, so last year, but it wasn't an exhibit. It was mainly as an attendee. Learned a heck of a lot, did a lot of great networking. And, Brent and I were talking and trying to develop our plan for this year. And, we'll be there representing CertainTeed Gobain this year. I think a couple of things, number one, we want to share the solutions with the industry. We've got a lot of interesting products and systems that factories can, become more efficient, save time, et cetera, in the manufacturing process that we want to share with them. But also the educational opportunities, a lot of great educational classes that are happening, and the networking is really something we were really excited about as well.
That's great. 2020 was my first World of Modular. I'm really looking forward to this one. The networking is just awesome. I think you'll come away very pleased. But you mentioned new products. Are there specific products that you're bringing to World of Modular that you can tell me a little bit about?
Sure. I'll address a couple of them here, John. The first one is something called Stone Facade. It's a great system for low-rise commercial building applications, but also on the residential side. And think of a panelized stone facade. We've got a new plant in Quakerstown, Pennsylvania that opened up recently, and they're shipping product now, basically from the east of the Mississippi to north of Virginia. So it's a panelized stone facade system. It has an integrated rain screen, no mortars needed. It's easy to install, and then the aesthetics are great. They look fabulous. A lot of factories have shown interest, and again, we're just trying to get the word out and explain to them some of the benefits of that product. The other one I'll touch on is a system called No Coat Pro, and it's ready to install corners with joint compound cut to any length. It's one of the pain points in the industry in terms of the cycle time and the drywall process of the mudding, taping, drying, etc. So probably 5 months ago, just a real quick little story. About 5 months ago, we did a demo at Factory OS, and the demo went so great. They said, "Hey, let us hold on to that unit." So we can continue using it in their factory and until they actually place their orders. And again, it's about improving the efficiency and saving time in their factory. And again, we've had a lot of conversations with different factories. Many others have purchased the system, and again, it's about improving efficiency. So those are two unique products.
Well, if you don't mind a quick question, I'm not very familiar, I'll be honest, about either types of products. So the facade, of course, I know what that is, but this is a factory installed facade, or is that something that's done on site?
So we're positioning as both.
Okay.
The on-site could absolutely use it, but we're doing. There's a few trials that are happening right now, and those are done in factory. And you don't need a mason, and you don't need to wait for someone to come in to actually do it. You can have your guy get trained up pretty quickly, and that person could be the stone facade person in the factory. So yeah, it's very flexible in that sense.
And the No Coat Pro would be the same thing, factory and on site, or is that more geared towards one or the other?
It is both on-site and off-site. And what I've seen in the factories they're using it, it was interesting to watch the factory OS team use it. So the actual corners are mudded. The tape is already mudded. They already program in the length of how long the corner should be. So they grab it off the roller and they start throwing it up on those corners, and it happens real quick. So they see a lot of benefit in using that type of product again to improve efficiency.
Very cool. Very cool. Are there other products, Brent, that maybe you could tell me about?
Yes, John. First one I'll tell you about is our glass rock product. And this is a weather-resistant gypsum sheathing. It uses glass mat technology. Traditional gypsum sheathing really doesn't stand up well to the exposure to the elements, for instance. And this is a product that has a 1-year warranty. So if in fact it is left exposed, and through whatever conditions, be it snow, sleet, rain, high heat, etc., it's going to be able to withstand all those elements. It's a technology that's been around for quite a while. We are producing it in a number of our facilities across North America, though. So it helps in terms of logistics, especially when we're talking about modular or offsite construction. The fact that it has a 1-year exposure warranty is ideal if there are delays for whatever reason with projects. And current market is a very good example of that. There are a lot of shortages occurring right now, be it labor, materials, or just logistical issues. So it's something that I think, to go back to John's point about pain points and solutions, it answers that solution that we have for logistics, for example. And this is a technology that can be used for not only sheathing, we have a tile backer as well, and there are other applications that it can be used for as well. Very ideal product for offsite. We do a lot with panelized manufacturers right now. And the other product I'd like to mention is membrane. So this is a smart vapor retarder, and the reason this product is becoming so important is because of the way building codes and construction methods are changing, especially in the northern part in the central states in the US, and also all right across Canada. We have energy codes that are becoming more demanding, requiring higher value, thermal values in the walls. So that's incorporating things like insulated sheathings, which are not, some of them may not be very permeable. So that makes breathability of your walls a little more challenging. And also we're having building codes that are demanding more air tightness. Once again, your buildings are becoming tighter, and we're seeing passive designs and net zero energy types of designs going out. So they're ideal, they're great, especially with the environmental solutions we're trying to look for in the industry. But with traditional vapor retarders, they're ideal when it's cold, when you're in those heating conditions. However, in the summer months, your vapor drive is very different. You have warm air on the outside, and it's humid, and that's being driven into your wall. And if you have a vapor retarder on the inside of your wall that is impermeable, which most of them are obviously, that increases the risk of moisture accumulating in your wall cavity, and that can affect the thermal performance of your insulation in the cavity. If it's extreme enough, you have a situation where that moisture could accumulate and lead to things like rot and mold and perhaps rust if you're dealing with a metal structure. So the membrane is a smart vapor retarder, because once that humidity level gets too high in the cavity, just by the nature of it, it's a polyamido-nylide. It opens up and it becomes semi-permeable, and it allows that moisture to dissipate and migrate through the wall. So it's peace of mind for not only the owner, but for the occupants as well, those structures.
These sound like fantastic products. Are all of these going to be available in your booth to either look at or hear about come World of Modular?
Absolutely. But go ahead, John. You can.
Yeah, no, I was going to say we definitely will have some stone facade there, John. We've got a great video of No Coat Pro. We'll have some great brochures and literature when it comes to membrane and glass rock as well. So, yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, stock up. I could see the interest level being high. It's going to be a busy show.
Yes.
So what's on the horizon for CertainTeed? Is there anything exciting in development that you can tell me about?
Well, I mean, we are a very innovative company. We have an R&D center, several R&D centers across North America, and certainly even more across the globe. And innovation's always been one of our backbones. In fact, 1 in 5 products that we've introduced did not exist 5 years ago. So yeah, we're definitely on the trail of innovating and providing new solutions for customers. So our hope here is to really listen to customers that come by our booth, see what they're looking for in terms of solutions, and hopefully trying to tailor our product lines to meet their needs.
Excellent. That's the questions I have. Is there anything you wish to leave our listeners with something that they can look forward to seeing or hearing at World of Modular that you haven't already talked about?
I think it's just a matter of having conversations and learning from them, and hopefully they can take away a few ideas from us in terms of some solutions and that may help them in their challenges, John.
Yeah, and if I can just add, John, I mean, we have a lot of products and solutions. We won't have them all there, but certainly, they can certainly check out our website, CertainTeed.com, and be ready to ask any questions. We'll be there ready to answer them.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you, John. Thank you, Brett. I really appreciate your time today. I look forward to meeting both of you at the end of April at World of Modular in San Antonio.
Excellent. We'll see you there, John.
My pleasure. Thank you, John.
My name is John McMullen, and this has been another episode of Inside Modular, the podcast of commercial modular construction. Until next time.